solidarity. What I find amazing about this dispute is that how management at this point in time can start talking about laying off IT workers, I find absolutely bizarre. If there's one thing that we've had to rely upon more and more, and I'm doing it now, I'm working from home. The essential people, as a result of COVID, we've discovered more and more is the support that we need on IT. But it doesn't surprise me, because I suppose the university management is reflecting what's happening in a number of companies and a number of public bodies as well, where management are seizing the opportunity now of laying people off, cutting wages and undermining working conditions, and targeting trade unionists as well. It is about, I have to say as well, it is about the disregard for the basics of education that we need for the future, both by this government, but also how the way it's infiltrated or permeated right the way across higher education and further education in particular. And this is this view that education is a commodity to be paid for. I repeat time and time again, it's a gift from one generation to another. It's not a commodity, it is a gift. And it's one that I think we bear responsibility to make sure it's properly delivered. And you can't deliver a decent education unless you have the investment you need and you have the full range of support, and that includes all that backup support in IT and elsewhere. You've had other MPs who are supporting you right the way across the piece. What we'll do as MPs will be putting pressure on both your own local management, the university itself, but also raising it as well with regard to education ministers to try and highlight the impact, basically the government policy that's reflected in management policy of individual universities is having, both in terms of staff, but also at the end of the day as well in terms of the delivery of the essential gift of education to the next generation. Students that are fighting back as a result of the appalling treatment that they've had from some universities as a result of the COVID pandemic, and the way in which, again, they're making sure that they're holding the university managements to account. I think all across the country at the moment, people are just fighting back, and you're part of that movement, and I'm just proud of what you're doing. So I'm here just to express my 100% solidarity, and I'll do all I can to support you. Solidarity.